Hello viewers, and welcome to The Do's with Scotty. I'm your host Scotty, here with a special segment of The Do's with Scotty, which we're calling The Chews with Scotty. Today, my Bobby's letting me use a knife for the very first time. She says I'm responsible enough, and I'm going to do a cooking video to celebrate. Today, we'll be making what my Bobby calls a veggie omelet. She says that I should put some onions and some mushrooms and some pepper in with my eggs. And as you can see, viewers, we have lots of ingredients right here because I'm making dinner for not only me, also my Bobby. So let's begin. First, viewers, it's important to remember to wash all of your vegetables. If you don't, you could get sick. If you'll remember from my alternative cures video, I ate a raw egg and I got very sick as well. Now that same thing I don't think happens with veggies, but you can get different sicknesses from vegetables. After you've washed your vegetables, you're going to start with your onion. This is very exciting, viewers. I'm using a knife for the very first time. Now, I think you cut it in half like this. Now remember, viewers, be very safe and always cut away from your hands or maybe your feet. Or your face? Anyway, be very safe with your knives. So we're going to cut this onion in half. Oh, I'm crying a little bit. These onions are making me cry. I don't think you're supposed to touch your eyes when you're crying with onions because there's more onion on your fingers. Anyway, let's move on. Bobby makes these very small, so I'm going to cut them up again. I think that's probably enough onions. We can move on. So we're going to put all of our veggies into one container. I'm using this one for my veggies. We'll start with the onions because that's what we've cut up already. We'll get them into the container here. Uh-oh. One of them's trying to get away, viewers. Not today, onion. One of them got away. Up next, we're going to cut our mushrooms up. Bobby gave me 5 mushrooms. I hope that's going to be enough. We'll see, I guess. So we're going to start like this. And you're going to cut them into slivers. Viewers, this knife is making me a little bit nervous. Cutting the mushrooms beautifully. Moved on to mushroom number 2. I think it's the smallest mushroom. I wonder if its friends made fun of it for being so small. That doesn't seem very nice to me. Those mushrooms are really mean. I'm smaller than Shea, but he doesn't make fun of me for it. On to one of the mean mushrooms. This is Justice Mean Mushroom. This is what happens when you make fun of your friends. I really like mushrooms. Some kids don't like them, but they're one of my favorites. They taste a little bit gummy and kind of salty, I think. Viewers, when Bobby gave these to me, she told me that the top of the mushroom is called the cap and the bottom is called the stem. I'll demonstrate to you on this, the last mushroom that's also a bully. This is the cap and this is the stem. Anyway, now you have a big old pile of mushrooms and you can put them in with your onions. Now we're moving on to our third ingredient, which is the pepper. Bobby said you need to cut out the middle part, so I'm going to do my best on that one. Oh, viewers, I don't think you're supposed to cut a pepper with these knives. Bobby uses sharper knives in the kitchen. But she said this one was okay for me. She said, Scotty, this one's not too sharp for you. You can use this one for your cooking show. Ew, viewers, I've never seen the inside of a pepper before. What are all of these? Is this where peppers come from? We're going to put that up there because we don't need that anymore, except for when you plant it in your garden. And now we're going to cut the pepper in half. We need to clear out the seeds. So I don't really want to touch it with my fingers, but I'm going to use a knife to clear out the rest of the seeds. My Bobby was worried about me making a mess, but I don't think I'm making a mess at all. I think I'm being very cleanly. You know what they say? Cleanliness is next to the DMV. All right. Oh, wait. There's one more. Now we finished clearing out the first half of our pepper. So we're going to take the other half and put it back on the table for now. And we're going to go to town, as they say, on the pepper. Well, that's just like what Bobby's look like. I must be doing a good job, viewers. You know, when they do cooking shows on the news, Mr. John's assistants always have their ingredients cut up in little bowls really nice. I wish I would have had Charlotte do that for me instead of doing it on my own. But that's okay, because I'm a professional. Not that Mr. John's not a professional, but he doesn't do the cooking segments. Now that we have them in strips like this, we're going to turn them sideways and cut them into smaller pieces. Satisfying crunch on those peppers, viewers. This is a fresh pepper. Bobby just went to the grocery store yesterday to get these. Now, it's very important, viewers, that as you're making this dish, you try your ingredients for freshness. So I'm going to pop a piece in my mouth. Fresh! Alright, now that we've cut them up into little pieces, viewers, I'm going to put them into the little bowl again with the onions and the mushrooms. Once again, viewers, you should be reminded that before you start, that you should wash your vegetables and also your hands. I think I forgot to mention that, but you should always wash your hands before you get started. And if you're watching along at home and you didn't wash your hands because I forgot to remind you, I'm very sorry, viewers, but you're going to have to start over. All right, viewers, we're on to the last bit. It is my favorite part. We're on to our eggs. Now, since I'm making dinner for me and Bobby, she gave me 5 eggs. So you take your first egg, and you're going to crack it against the bowl. It's not working, viewers. Hold on. Let me give it a little bit more force. Oh, there it goes. And then you take your thumbs and you put it in the crack on the egg and you push them apart onto egg number 4. Whoops. Viewers, some of the egg has got some of the shell in it. We'll just pick that out later. But it should be easy to find because it was a pretty big piece. But if you'll notice, there is a very big piece of eggshell in there, and you don't want that. So this has been instructional on things you don't want in your egg mixture. That's 5, and now we've got all of our eggs. And this is the best part, viewers, because it's very exciting and lots of fun. You take a fork, and you're going to weed the eggs. And what you do when you weed the eggs is you take your fork and you spin it around really fast and mix all the yolks together so that they break up. And if they don't break up right away, you can stab them a little bit with the fork. But you whip them around really fast and you make sure that they're all very smooth. There, viewers, when it's done, it should look like this. Again, without the eggshell. We've come to the part of the show where we hand off our ingredients to Bobby and she'll put them on the stove. Bobby always adds cheese to them too, so that it can melt while they're in the pan. I like that because I like cheese and I don't like veggies, and sometimes the cheese will make me not able to taste the veggies so much, which I appreciate. I'm going to hand these off to Bobby and we'll be back with the finished product. Alright, viewers, our dish is done, which means that it's time for me to take off my chef's hat and reveal our tasty dish. Got my fork here, and here we go. Big reveal. Voila! Oh, that looks very good. Look at it. Shea, come get a look at this. Look at all that cheese coming out from the side. This is very good. Bobby did a really bang-up job. Let's take a bite. So good, viewers. And you can't even taste any eggshells in there. I'm gonna enjoy my food. In the meantime, you can like and subscribe and comment below on what you'd like to see me make in my new segment, The Chews with Scotty. Well, viewers, tell all your friends about the channel, and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my dinner. Good night. I love you.